Okay. Hello. I'm going to talk about this subject, and this subject, I don't really talk about this on this channel because on this channel, this is for uh, entertainment kind of content where I would normally talk about movies, TV shows, video games, maybe even books or stuff like that. It's that kind of channel, but today I'm making a very rare exception because, well, let's just say it's to the point where I kind of have to acknowledge it. I mean, I don't have to, but it's to the point where, like, I want to acknowledge it because what else? And also, there's not a lot going on in entertainment besides remakes, so might as well talk about it while it's still relevant. But, or if it becomes relevant again, I don't know. But basically, politics and religion. I'm only going to talk about this once on this channel, at least of this recording. I don't know if I'll ever have to bring up those subjects again, but I do have a background in religion, not so much politics. I don't know too much about that, but yeah, I'm trying to lay off those things, but like not try to get too involved so that way I don't divide my audience immediately just because I said, oh, I like this guy, or oh, I pray this way, or I do this thing. Um, I'm not religious, but there are a lot of people who are. But the cultural shift I'm talking about, and I'll provide a link to the video if I can. But basically, politics for years or sort of decades, because it isn't really decades unless it was like 100 years ago or something. But many years, there's been generations of people who were born and died with like strong political beliefs or whatever, and religion was a part of it, and religion was I want to say the majority of people at that time, say the 1950s, for example. But even then, that's kind of stereotyped as the most religious era ever lived or something, even though that's probably not the case. But even then, it's like what defines religion. But that's not the part of the topic. The part of the topic is uh, a lot of politics has been getting bigger and bigger and bigger, especially nowadays, where it's pretty much the mainstream. And what happened is it basically took a religion away like 10 years ago in 2014. As of the recording of this video, it's 2024, by the way. It's November 2024. AD, if you want to be specific. 2024 AD. But whatever. Basically, around 10 years ago, that's when just became normal just to be political 24/7 for some reason. But I don't know. It was just crazy. And if you were religious, you were considered like they'll took it into politics, and you were considered whatever the political leaning of your religion was at the time. And now, and people, like, I think they're starting to understand that church and state are two separate worlds entirely. Like, they're not really meant to be together. I mean, they can collide because, let's say, I don't know, somebody who's religious is a politician, or somebody who voted for whoever current president you have, or whatever, is to a religion you don't agree with or something. Yeah, that's fine. But it's to the point where being religious is the minority now, like to the point where it's like discriminatory because they immediately associate you with a certain political leaning because, oh, you believe in this thing, even though that's probably not the case politically. And yeah, because of this, like, they got so numb to it just to feel anything, like, because everybody was religiously homeless, I guess you could say. they didn't want to be politically homeless, so they just kept doing it to feel something. But I guess the pressure got so big and so great that ever since, like, Elon Musk bought Twitter, or X as it's called right about now. Well, some people do. I don't know about you, but I kind of do sometimes, because it's even though it's not the best, I just prefer to say it sometimes because it's literally just one letter. Whereas Twitter, I don't even know how to write that word. You know? But I do have that, if you're asking. But anyway, it's just gotten to the point where even I have to acknowledge it. It's still the minority, sure, but even then, it's popular in counterculture now. Like, being what was the traditional way, sort of, at least in our time, is considered the glory hell of old religion or whatever. And I'm not going to name any religions specifically because that could change over time. And for all we know, the stuff that we're doing right now could be seen as like the ancient times or the times we need to return to some people in the future. Literally says no one or everyone, I don't know. But yeah, I just had to talk about this topic because, well, it's everywhere. Like, politics is everywhere, religion is starting to become everywhere, and even if we were more religious, it doesn't change the fact that you need to know what a good person is, right? Like, obviously, it doesn't matter who you support, what you believe in, how you believe in it, and what way you believe in it. If you can't be a good person, then what's the point of believing it, you know? Like, if you can't be you, I guess, whatever that means to you. But I don't know, there are a lot of different beliefs or whatever. I just wanted to talk about it because, well, everybody's talking about it, and I didn't really want to get into the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul crap too much. I mean, I did make a video about it, but still, it's like, it's kind of hard to talk about pop culture without acknowledging this stuff. But I bet you in like 10 or 20 years, people are just going to look at the era that I'm in right now and be like, when do I really like this? I don't remember this. Like it will disappear on the face of the earth, and then it will get mildewed by like decades of different eras. And then once we come back to it, we'll be like, oh my god, people used to be like this. I wish we were still like this, or something like that. I don't know. But it's whatever, man. But yeah, I don't want to give this too much attention. I'm trying to not talk about it too much. I just wanted to make one video at least about it. But yeah, that's about it. See ya. Ugh.